to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, wherever you are listening. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Special with myself, Israel Josie, and I'm joined, of course, with the beautiful Lissy. I keep wanting to say Lizzie, I don't know why, but it's
really,
Lissy.
Everyone does that, Israel. You're totally fine.
Right here from Cosmic Universe, Cosmic Fusion. Today we're just going to be talking a little bit about the full moon, which is going to be coming up on Tuesday, the day after my birthday, actually. As my birthday is the 6th, I'm going to have the full moon on the sun. It's like, oh God, it's all happening here. But I wonder what's going to be in store for me. But aside from that, I think I know what's in store for me. But welcome to the Lunar Lounge Show Special, where, in association with Cosmic Universe, Cosmic Fusion. Of course, the last time, for those of you who watched the last video, we spoke about the introduction, about us, teaming up together and opportunities for this dating app, which is not just a dating app. It's a dating app which takes it a lot further, right? And it's Western astrology, Chinese astrology, you got tarot, it's got so much stuff. I'm telling you, I'm loving this app, seriously. I'm a sucker for apps, but I'm very, very picky and very fussy about which apps are like in my, my nice, I've sort of like got folders for them. So for the best ones. And definitely this one is one of the top apps that I highly recommend. So you can download that. That's Cosmic Fusion. If you go to your app store, whether you're using Android or iOS, either way, and literally, listen, you can sign up. It's less than the price of a cup of coffee. And we're talking about your life here. More importantly, your love life. So, hey, you want to get on in it and, But anyway, I'm rambling on. Listen, what's been happening? What's happening? What's happening with Cosmic Universe, Cosmic Fusion? Is there any updates?
Yeah. So, hi. First and foremost, I just want to talk about that shameless plug of your birthday there, Israel. That was fantastic. I thought, okay, I see what he's doing there.
I don't take compliments well. I don't know what it is about it. I go blushing. I tell thank God I'm born this complexion, because I'd go bright red. It's like, so I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll make sure to remember to message you and be like, happy birthday, can't forget.
Oh, yeah. I just slipped it in there, just subtly,
Yeah, slick, love that. So it's been busy for us. I mean, obviously, we've got this harvest moon coming up. So we have a harvest moon mixer event in Glasgow happening next Tuesday.
Right.
So we can, pull everybody together, work out how we use that new energy coming through.
Right.
Harvest Moon is a really great one because obviously, the trick is in the name.
Of course.
How cool for you, like day after your birthday though, for that kind of energy to be around you. I love that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's cool, yeah, but we've been really busy. Obviously, the Cosmic Fusion app is there for singles, but it's also there for people, as we've discussed before, that's in a relationship, whatever part of your life that you're in. Really good way to use the app. We've got lots of updates and things that are on there. And obviously, there's going to be things about this new moon coming in and how that's going to affect you directly.
Yeah.
Because obviously, it's going to be different for everybody depending on,
of course,
who you are.
Yeah.
So we've been really busy. We've had loads of really cool events over the last couple of weeks since we spoke last. All over the place. Huge shout out to Glasgow and Edinburgh. The Scots are loving it at the moment.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. No, the Scots are good people. The Scots are great people. They
are excellent people. Yeah.
Did you have a physical event up in Scotland?
Physical event in both Glasgow and Edinburgh last week.
And Edinburgh, I love Edinburgh. Great city.
So
a lot of students there as well. Great, wonderful. They got one of the best universities going. It's really great.
And it's quite like a spiritual city. It's steeped in history. There's a lot going on there.
Definitely.
I think it's kind of the right sort of place for that kind of thing.
Right, yeah, most definitely. I would agree.
It's been brilliant, and even places like Birmingham, places that if you no disrespect to the Brummies, I would never have them down as like, that kind of thing. But whatever, it's
strong Birmingham.
yeah, it's been really busy for us, but it's been fantastic. And obviously we're going into the final quarter of the year. You know, it's the final quarter to really make things count for a lot of people there. We're in like cuffing season now. So for singles, you're wanting to either literally get like cuffed up, get shackled up before Christmas.
Exactly, most definitely. And then what tends to happen is, I think that what happens is a lot of people, you know, the whole, I mean, we're in the Libra season also as well, which is ruled by Venus. So that really sort of like gets the taste buds going in regards to relationships, and people start feeling each other out and meeting. But I think it's quite interesting because I think that's the time where, again, just like you say, it's getting colder, people are cuddling up, you know, more intercourse, of course. And then 9 months later, we have a lot of babies. So I think that's why we tend to have a lot of babies, summer babies, you know, June, July, August, September. That's where the baby boom essentially is, because all the actions that's been going on through the latter part of the year and the beginning part of the year, you know, it starts all coming to fruition around that. So yeah, it's quite interesting actually. So it's interesting to see that flow. So so you had an event in Scotland. So are you is there anything coming up again for this month in other parts of the UK that people can, right?
So today being Friday the 3rd, we have an event in Brighton this evening at Bohemia, which is like this really cool, mysticky, spiritual kind of bar.
Oh, cool.
And then next week, like I said, we have our Harvest Moon event in Glasgow. We are also in Leeds. We've had an event in Leeds last week that went really well. We are in London. You name it, we're there at the moment. You know, where you've only got to have a little look at our website to see.
And I suppose, again, with the app, again, I mean, I am kind of focusing more, obviously, on the singles and for people who are looking for love. And I've said, you guys, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm the official matchmaker right now. That's it. It's like this. I'm making it my job to matchmake you guys who are single. I'm gonna find your partner. Men, I'm finding you a wife or husband, whatever, and vice versa. You know. So but it's also a place where people can connect of like-mindedness also as well. Friendships, network, and maybe business could come out of it. Could be collaborations or partnerships and of all kinds of all levels as well. So it really kind of opens the door to a whole new world for people. And I think people need to understand this. And the fact that it's got also spiritual, esoteric, meaningful, injections in it. It allows people to kind of understand more about themselves. So people listening to this, what I want to point out is that it's of course, you may be looking for love, looking for a partner, or looking for like-minded people, but connecting with people, but on that deeper level where you are also finding out more about yourself through the astrology and perhaps through tarot and Chinese astrology and stuff like that. So you're finding out about yourself, you're finding about other people and how things work with other people and how the connections are made. And then you make also deeper, it allows you to make deeper connections, whether it's on a romantic relationship level or perhaps maybe a business level as well. It's a win-win. They say win-win. I'm calling this a win-win-win situation. You cannot go wrong. So that's that's really great. So Brighton's so you got Brighton today, and in the next couple of weeks as well, you've got anything like October?
Yeah, we are busy for October. We're delivering every week. I'm a busy girl. So
yeah, I know you are. To better get hold of you,
I know. So I'm joking. It's literally, we're in Glasgow, we're in Edinburgh, Leeds, Manchester. We are all over the shop. We're also coming to Nottingham in November.
Okay. Wonderful.
And I do have a little sort of like sneaky gift for all of your listeners if they've made it this far. So if you use the code LUNAR, LUNAR, in capital letters, when you come to book an event on Love at First Sight, we will give you 11% off, because obviously I
like that. And I like the numbers there. I like the flavors on numbers. 11. Master number, by the way, you guys know me with the numerology. I'm telling you, always look into the significance of numbers. So I like that. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, 11%.
Oh yeah, okay. We were smart with that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's a good one.
Bingo. 11 is legs 11, isn't it? So
Yeah, exactly.
that's how you want to see
No,
it.
wonderful. So we've got a full moon coming up. It's going to be a full moon in Aries. It also coincides for any of you guys who are Jewish out there also as well. You've just had the new year, Rosh Hashanah. So Shana Tova to you guys. Also had the holiest day of the year in the Jewish calendar, which is Yom Kippur. And then this week is the week known as Sukkot for the Jewish people. But at the end of that, we get a full moon because it all ties in with the full moon, you see. So we're going to have a full moon. It's going to be in the sign of Aries. Which is, Aries is like the first sign of the zodiac, blaring. What could you say? And I just wanted to share the screen and bring up the charts as well so that we can kind of see the chart. So there it is. So we've seen there, it's going to be at 14 degrees of Aries. What, any inputs, anything that you see in terms of, how do we see this going? How can we use this full moon to perhaps harness or, if you want to say harness, what's the word I'm looking for? Utilize, I suppose, our relationship lives also as well.
It's good for reflection.
It is.
And
it is.
You can reflect on, with that, you can reflect yourself. It's good to
right.
look at how you've done as well. And
right, exactly. Yes.
But also in a relationship as well,
yes.
that's always look inward. Always look
inward. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. And I think it's quite, when we're talking about a full moon, because we're talking about the sun and moon opposite each other. And in astrology, the sun and moon have huge significance in terms of, sun representing father or the masculine principle, so to speak, and the moon holding the feminine principle. So there's something here again about, when we're talking about an opposition, we're talking about a relationship, a kind of a configuration or a particular aspect, in astrology. And I like the fact that you brought that back again to, the moon acts as like a mirror. So there's something about mirroring back, and there's something about in relationships that we're meant to be looking at ourselves. And it's in a sign of Aries, and Aries is a zodiac sign, which is very, it's very about me. It's a bit very solar orientated. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So I think that is very, very potent in terms of this particular full moon, in terms of how we can utilize it, in terms of a lot of self-reflection, in terms of who are you, what you want, how you go about getting it. It's in the sign of Aries, which is ruled by Mars, and it's got a very strong, initiating, fiery kind of start to it. So I think this can also tap into perhaps it's a cardinal sign. So I think that can also be something very positive for us to utilize and to take away, to sort of initiate something new within our relationship life. And for those of you who are single, maybe this can be a time, maybe you can I'm gonna start doing this. We can always do better in life. We can always maybe incorporate new things. Aries being the first sign of the zodiac has a very new energy about it, and perhaps maybe we can incorporate some of that lunar energy, that new moon energy, full moon energy into our relationship lives. So yeah, I think it's there. It's written in the stars, as they say. They're written for us to take full opportunity of it. Is there anything else you would like to just
I think it's very transitional energy as well.
Right.
This one in particular, it's all of it is around this sort of harvesting moon vibe,
yes.
And it's very similar to sort of reflection, but for a lot of people it's that last push for the final part of the year as well.
Yes.
This energy, and I think that coincides quite nicely with the relationships that transition into maybe, you know, looking for a new relationship, that transition into even, like we said, businesses, you know, you're looking for the next step in your business, like
definitely.
that. It signifies almost like a chance to have another start before the end of the year. You know, people are so hung up on 1st of January is when we start again. However,
exactly. Yes,
it doesn't necessarily mean that. So
exactly. No, I think you're absolutely right, and I think again you've touched on very, you know, potent things there, because you speak about the harvest and I think there's something there, because when we think about a harvest, the harvest is obviously a time. It kind of marks a particular ending, and Aries is being the first sign of the zodiac, kind of marks a new beginning. Now, as human beings, if we are going through a process or have gone through a process where maybe, you know, we've ended a particular relationship in our lives and we're moving on to something new, you know, we kind of go through a kind of doorway sometimes, and by entering anew, we want to make sure it's advisable that we you know, we don't carry the baggage of the old relationship or the old patterns with us. We want to start afresh. We want a clean slate, and you know, so this can also be a very good time to sort of like try to cut, or you know, all that kind of thing, all the things that which have been holding us back, and to sort of like cut that so that we can move on to something you know, well, bigger and better. You know, we can move on to improvement. That's what life essentially is about. And for those of you in relationships also as well, I strongly feel like it's you know, if you're already in a relationship and the relationship's great, we can always do better again, because relationships are very often, sometimes they can get a bit stagnant. You know, we get into a, you know, we are every weekend we do this and we do that, and you know, and sometimes that can contribute to the failing of a relationship, you know, because it gets a little bit boring. You know, so this can also be an opportunity for those of you who are actually in relationships to also up your game and take it to that next level also as well, where you can inject again new things, and you know, that can take your relationship to you know, another level. So yeah, no, very important things that which you've stated there. So I feel in terms of relationships, I think every new moon or full moon is going to be very important. But I feel this one is a really important one because the sun being in Libra, the moon being in Aries, and these zodiac signs are strongly associated with quote unquote relationship themes. And you know, we're talking about Libra, it's the balance, it's ruled by Venus, which is the planet of relationships and how we interconnects with one another. And then we've got Aries, which is all about initiation and potency. And I think that this one of the full moons of the year is perhaps one of the most important ones in regards to relationship matters. So yeah, it's yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, wanted to say something else? Wanted to add something else to it?
No, you've touched on everything else. It's not
I talked it out. Forgive me. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, so that's the full moon. So that's going to be on the 7th, Tuesday. This Tuesday. It might be, depending on your time zones, for those people maybe in the US, especially on the West Coast. It will be on. You'll still be on the 6th of October, but you know, there or thereabouts, because for us in the UK, it's on the 7th, but it's actually early in the morning. As you can see, it's going to be about 3:47 in the morning. So of course, New York, which is 5 hours behind, and West Coast, which is 8 hours, it's about 8 hours. We'll be experiencing it much more earlier, but nevertheless, it's still that full moon phase. So to bear in mind, so for you guys who are, and sometimes, do you like advise maybe maybe rituals perhaps? I know people have their different things. Some people light a candle, some people charge their crystals, some people have a mantra, some people have affirmations, some people pray. You know, people do different kind of things. Is there any little inputs, advice, tips that you can give people in terms of what they could do with this full moon?
I mean, I always tell people to do whatever feels right for them and whatever aligns with them. I am a die-hard crystal baby. Like all of my crystals will be out, they'll be charging. You know, I like to put my intentions down. I'm one of those people that will also write down the things that I think I need to release. And, you know, deciding I'm not going to burn the house down, I'll, you know, burn it.
Definitely.
It's different for everybody, and I think, you know, what I do by comparison to what some of my friends do is very different. I've got some friends that are very big on grounding, and, you know, they'll be outside under that, you know, moon energy, standing with their feet on the grass, and I think that's also really important too. But it's whatever I think you think will get you into that good headspace.
Exactly.
Because, you know, what works for me, what may not work for somebody else. Somebody else may meditate, but someone else may not, you know, that may not be their thing.
Exactly.
It's got to be, I think, you know, I encourage everybody to go out, do a little bit of research, you know, download the Cosmic Fusion app, have a little goosey gander at what the app suggests. And do what's right for you, because at the end of the day, everyone's wired slightly different. So
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that's really great. And you know, you all heard her. Go get the app, Cosmic Fusion. Go and download it. No, seriously, because it's got it's got the tarot, and you can pull out cards. And this is something that I practice, you know, monthly, religiously, new moons, full moons. I always pull out a tarot card for, you know, in terms of what is perhaps maybe the message, or a bit of advice or guidance as to what that new moon or full moon you know, is about for me, you know, and it's personal to you. So you guys, if you download the app, you will actually find that you can pull out a tarot card for this full moon, and you can find out how you know, this full moon, what it's saying about you, and it will give you the interpretation also as well. You can do tarot cards for the day, for the week, and it's got different spreads there also as well. And again, when you put in your details for your astrology chart, it gives you updates, transits, and what's happening in your life. So you can live in alignment with your own chart. And this full moon, you can plug into it, because as Lissy has stated, it's going to affect different people in different ways. We all have different approaches. So there's no, you know, my way is the right way and your way is the wrong way. Whatever you feel like, whether it's a prayer, affirmation, a mantra, lighting a candle, saying a little prayer, you know, people do different. It's all fine. Charging up your crystals. I'm always charging up my crystals. I've got little plant pots on my balcony, and I put them in there and stuff like that, and bring them up on the full moon. And it's a full moon. You get to see the moon in. That's another thing as well. I'd just like to for people to know, when it's a full moon period, always try to look when the moon is rising. You can find this data actually on your apps as well in the weather section. So when basically when the sun is setting, right? Because when the sun is setting, because it's the moon opposite the sun. So when the sun is setting that evening, you will see the sun, you'll see the moon rise in the east, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So things like that, you can, you know, and maybe that could be the time where you want to do your mantra or something of that nature. Or, you know, you can be creative with it. It's you know, absolutely fine. But it's all about tapping into that full moon energy, soaking it all in, and again, utilizing it for whatever you do. But by using the Cosmic Fusion app, really, it's adding, it's really like, really, you're adding powerful layers to, you know, to your life. So yeah, no, great stuff. So happy full moon in advance, people. Happy full moon in Aries. Make sure you're getting tapped in. And
happy birthday to you for next week.
Yeah, for the Monday. Yeah, you know, send me a birthday cake if you're about, you know.
How could we forget?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's no, great stuff. So so before we just wrap it up, for Cosmic Universe, what's I know you've spoke about in the last time that you was here, you spoke about plans to 2026, looking to fit in Dubai and places like that. So yeah, I've been telling people, because I've got lots of people in Dubai, and I'm saying, hey, look, get ready. Like this is gonna blow your mind. So a few of them are really excited about that. So like you said, you're going Nottingham this month. You're going to be in Nottingham
next month.
Next month, November. You're going to be in Nottingham, and you said there's a discount code. So for people, if you put in Lunar, you get 11%, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice 11 numerology. 11% discount. So yeah, go get your discount. So is it just in Nottingham next month? Or
no, we're opening in Nottingham next month, but we'll remain to be in the cities that we're already in. So London, Edinburgh.
London. Okay, right. Okay. Cool.
Nottingham's just a new extra that we're bringing to before the end of the year, and then from January moving forward, there'll be a couple of other cities that are coming. But
right.
That one.
And guys, do go to the website www.cosmicuniverse.com. Very easy to remember, and download the app Cosmic Fusion. Like I said, in terms of signing up, it's literally cheaper. You will not even. You spend more on your coffees, for those of you who do drink coffees, or your nice bottles of waters. It's literally the same price, and for what you're getting, it's really, really worth it. And it's, again, ways in connecting to a wider audience with much more deeper meaning to your life. I feel is extremely good. So go get the app Cosmic Fusion. Are there any last things you want to say before we finish?
Just with the events that we do, they're in-person events with Love at First Sign, and that's what the 11% off is for. However, it isn't just for singles; like, it is for anybody. There are events we do, like, they're called Everyone events. They are for people whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not. You're just looking for people that are aligned to the way that you're thinking. So head over to the website, www.loveatfirstsign.com, and then you'll be able to see.
Yeah, definitely. You heard.
I'll give
you heard it here on the Lunar Lounge, straight from Lissy's mouth. Giving you the rundown. Go get the app. Go to the website cosmicuniverse.com and go get the app Cosmic Fusion and learn about your life. And again, like she says, personal. You're meeting. It's in a safe space. You get to meet different people, and who knows what the universe has in store for you, what doors are being opened for you. So hey, let's connect. Listen, I want to thank you for joining me, Lissy. I'm sure you're going to be back again, maybe when we're doing the new moon. Got a new moon in Libra. That's going to be a big one. I think that's around about the 21st or something of that nature. So yeah, it is what it is. People, what it is when you hear the sound. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. This is a Lunar Lounge special with myself and Lissy in association. How do I say in association with Cosmic Universe? I guess so. Why not? We're in partnership. We're together. We're in a relationship. You get it? Listen, I want to thank each and every single one of you. People, hit like, subscribe, comment, download the app. And I look forward to seeing you. I'll be next week live again as usual. And Liz is going to be joining me on a live soon. So don't you worry. You're going to be coming up. So listen, on that note, people, thank you very much. This is the Lunar Lounge with myself and Lissy, and we are out. Thank you. Bye.